Yes, each and every one. Blessed love. My name is Tuup, and this is worldstorytellingcaf.com. Enough respect to John Rowe and his effervescent spirit for putting forth this creative idea, and to all of the traditional traditions of the oral spoken word. But I would like to say that nothing beats going to see and listen to a live, living, in the present storyteller. It was a beautiful valley. Pastures were green and sweet. To one side there was a hill with the grass growing. Sun shone, birds sang, and everything was sweet. There was a holy man, a righteous one, Rasta man, moving through the hills and the valley, trotting from one place to another place, in contemplation. This holy man reached this village, and he asked around about if there was anywhere that a weary traveler could rest himself. And the people there, they said, "Hey, Rasta man, go down to this small little house at the edge of the village. There's a very, very hospitable family living there. I'm sure they will give you some rest for a weary traveler." So my man gone, knocked on the door. Door was open. Sweet woman, open the door, see the Rasta man, dreadlocks flowing, staff in his hand. And he asked them, "I'm sorry to disturb you, but if it's possible you can give a weary traveler some hospitality of rest." And the couple said, "Well, we don't have much, but what we have, we are prepared to share with you. We eat the food of the season. And if you are okay with this, then no problem." He stayed with them. He talked with them. He shared with them his journeys, travels, his stories, his songs, his riddles, his tales. And he spent a good time and learned a lot. Then, as the time had passed, he said to them, I need to continue my journey. I will go over the mountain and to the next side." And as he started to branch off, the couple said, "No, no, 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 no. It's not good if you go that way." "Why?" said the man. "Because that is the way on the side of the hill where a snake does live." "Wait, tell me more." "Well, the children, when they go to take the cattle out to pasture, when they go to take the cow, the goat, the sheep, we notice that sometimes there's a snake that lives inside that hill there, that mountain there, and it just come out from its hiding place, and it just see the juicy ankle and bite them, and enough of them fall sick. And so we don't want anything to happen to you. That's why we would prefer if you don't go that way, but go around the long way and continue your journey." The holy man said, "But that should be a way from which anyone should be able to walk. Everyone should be free, and why should the children be afraid of taking their cattle to pasture there?" "Don't worry," he said. "I will go, and if I see the snake, I will speak to him." "No," they said, "please don't. We like you. We wouldn't like you to return. And the snake is venomous, and it will go there and bite you." But once again, Rasta man said, "No, no, 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 no. It's all right. It's all right. If I see the snake, I go reason with him." And he gone. As he start to travel, as him start to walk, as him start to rise up from the flat of the land up until the grade of the hill, And as him start to walk, he thought he saw something slither fast, but he continued his walk. And as he just about to put down his foot, he see the snake come from wherever he was hiding and make a lunge. And as him see that, he put his hand up and say, "Cease and settle." Whoa. The snake just became, Holy man look at the snake and say, "Listen, what you was about to do was not good. You can't go around biting people like this, little children at that. Come on, what do you think you're doing? People should have right of way to walk as they please. You can't stop them and bite them. It's not fair. Can't you find another alternative way of entertaining yourself and looking for food? Look at how many berries there are upon the ground. Look how many shrubs and herbs there are and fungi. You can eat all various things. You don't have to sink your fangs into the skin." The snake was like, no one had ever spoken to him like that before. And the snake said, well, maybe I could change my diet. Yes, said the Rasta man, change your diet, change your way, and everything would be okay. Listen, he said, I may pass this way again, and when I do, I will come to look for you. But until then, try and see what you can do. And Rasta man gone. And he trod, and he walk, and he travel, and he gone, and he passed. And by this time, the snake, he slid it into a little corner and went aside. And as the days they pass, he would come out, and he would find the berry upon the ground. Little bit citrusy, but not so bad. He managed. He find one and two herbs. Well, greens wasn't his thing, but still, he managed. He find some fungi. A little bit rubbery, but bouncy, and well, all right, he managed. And as the time passed, he changed his diet, and he changed his temperament, and he became more calm. Sometimes when the children would take the sheep, the goat, the cow, up upon the pasture, one and two of them, like, the sheep or the cow or the goat, would stray into the luscious grass. And the shepherd boy or girl would be calling for this one. But you know how when they see the grass, they're nice and green and uncut, they're not quick to come. So they would have to sometimes stray into that area where the grass is luscious to get back the cattle. And they discovered that they didn't see the snake. And before you know it, one and two more would branch and encroach upon the green, luscious area where the grass was growing. And they didn't see the snake. And as the time passed, more and more encroached upon the luscious grass for their cattle. But then one day, one of them saw the snake and said, "Snake, the snake is there." But the snake just turned the opposite direction, slithered away, and went to its rest. "Yay," said the children. And as the days passed, one or two of them would see the snake and give the shout again, "Snake, he there, watch out." And again the snake would turn and pay them no mind and go about his business. And you know how children are, of course, children are children. And when they see that the snake was there and done them no harm, they became brave. And when they became brave, they would pick up the snake by the tail sometime. They're chancing. And they take the snake and they poke it with a stick. And they lash the stone upon it, throw the stone. And the snake would pay them no mind. No bad feeling, no malice. He just turned and went to the other direction. They pick up the snake, they turn the snake in hand, they lash the snake against the stone, and the snake, all bent up and twisted, would just curl over, turn over, and continue its journey in the opposite direction. They became brave, very brave indeed, and time passed. Well, you know, with the passing of time, now all of the children will go and take their cattle, all the girls would take their cattle up upon the pasture, and everything was fine. The grass was cut down and life continued good. It so happened within a season that had passed or two, Rasta man, holy man, was passing through that way once again, came into the valley. The people, they greeted him, hey, nice to see you, Isis, Isis, blessed love, blessed love. Hey, said the holy man, I want to go and see the nice couple that took care of me. They were beautiful hosts. How are they? They are well. They will be happy to see you. We'll give them new incentive for life. So he went there, and they welcomed him. They said, hey, it's so nice to see you. The last time when you was here, we had such good time listening to story, telling song, thinking of riddles. It was so good to have you. And he stayed with them for a little while, and then he said, I want to go up onto the mountain. How are things? Hey, they said, I don't know what you've done. But after you left, the snake was never seen again. No, all the children will go up there and take their cattle to the pasture, and everything is fine. Whatever you done good. The holy man left them, thanking them, and started to make his way up on the side of the mountain. He started to call, Snake, Snake, where you there? Snake, where you there, Snake? He saw the snake crawling out from his hiding place, and he looked up at the holy man. And when the holy man looked at the snake, he said, whoa, snake, what's wrong with you? The snake was all bent up, all twisted up. All of his skin was peeling back. The snake didn't look well at all. The snake looked very sick indeed. Holy man asked the snake, what's going on? And the snake said, well, you know, no one had ever spoken to me the way you had spoken to me before. And so I decided, it's true, I should change my way, and I started to eat the berry upon the ground. It was hard at first. I ate the herbs and fungi, and it was hard at first, but I was able to change my diet, and so I changed my ways. Oh, said the holy man, but how you get in such a state from eating such things? No, said the snake, it's not that. It's the children. When the children, they see me, they have no fear for me now. And so they get brave as children do. They pick up the stick, they poke me, they poke me, they poke me, and before you know, I just don't want to hold no malice, so I turn away and I go the opposite direction. And then they get brave. They throw the stone on me, but I pay them no mind. I turn the opposite way and go. And then they get brave enough to approach me, pick up me by the tail, twist me around in the air, dash me against the rock, but I pay them no mind. I turn around and go the other way. So this is how you see me. And the holy man look at him and say, but you're a snake, and you have your own defense. You don't have to lunge and bite, but all you have to do is hiss. The end of my story. storytellingcaf.com. Blessed love. Here's a story I'd like to share. One day, there was a kora player. The kora player was a fantastic musician, most respected all around from near and far. Hey, the kora player had just come back from a session. He had his kora on his back. Those of you who know the African harp, the classical instrument of Mali. So the kora player was there, coming back, walking and crossing the open plains, thinking about the event that he had just finished playing at. And he saw before him a lion. The lion was there. The kora player watched the lion. The lion watched the kora player. The kora player made a sudden, easy move to one side, and the lion started to stalk the kora player. Whoa. Kora player thought, yeah, I don't want to be a food for this creature. I don't want to be food for this creature. What can I do? Hey, the kora player thought to himself, you know, music can soothe the savage beast. And as the kora player very gingerly and gently began to take the kora off his back, and the lion saw the kora player moving and started to make his approach, stalking the kora player. The kora player was able to have his kora in his hands, and the kora player started to play. Subdued. The lion listened to the melody of the kora player. Oh, said the kora player, maybe I can slip away, maybe I can back off to one side. But as the kora player started to make his movement to one side, he could see that there was another lion coming in pursuit. Oh my God, said the kora player, I don't want to become food for two lions. And the kora player continued playing. Kora player, surely I can get away by the other side. But the kora player could see that from the opposite side there was another lion coming. He had a lion in front, he had a lion to one side and another lion to another side, and the kora player thought to himself, I am going to become food for 3 mouths. Oh my gosh, I got to keep playing. The kora player saw that the 3 lions, they eased down and started to listen to the kora player's music. He continued to play. Before you know it, the kora player saw that from behind him there was a pride of lions. Before him there was a pride of lions. And he continued to play. Now before before the kora player there was a pride of lions to the right, to the left, in front and behind. He was encircled by lions, lions everywhere. The kora player played and played and played and said, "Oh God, I am going to be eaten. I cannot get away. I cannot get away. What am I to do?" Then the kora player saw up ahead there was this old lion with a matted mane, like a scar across his eyes. You could see he was old. His body was firm and strong. You could see that he had the respect of all the other pride of lions. When they saw him coming, they bowed before this great bull of a lion. And the kora player thought, "Oh my God, oh my God, look at that one. Look at the size of him." Oh, the kora player, he played and he played. His fingers were so nimble, he played and he played. But you know that old lion, when all the pride gave way, making again way for that lion to proceed and to bound and to run upon the kora player, he jumped upon the kora player, bringing the kora player down, taking him into his throat, and "Hey, hey," said the other lions, "hey, what you do that for?" "Hey," said the lions to the old lion, "what you do that for? Can't you see we are all here? All the lions are here." He was enjoying the concert. He played such good music. He sang such good songs. He told such stories with his songs. Oh, how can you kill such an eminent kora player of the kingdoms of Mali? How can you do such a thing? And that old lion looked at them all and said, "Hey? What? Hey? What did you say? Hey? What did you say?"
Did you enjoy that, Storyteller? Of course you did. And if you enjoyed it, like the minstrels of old, we're passing round the hat. And if you have some, whether it's paper or coin, our storytellers would appreciate what you put in. Every penny you put in goes directly to that storyteller through PayPal. All you have to do is go to worldstorytellingcafe.com, click on today's stories or click on that storyteller, and there'll be a hat below the story, and you can just drop a little in that hat. Well, thank you for listening, and if you can afford it, we'd appreciate it.